Arsenal is the only team competing for the Premier League this season. Leeds United defeated Chelsea 3-1. Sunderland shared points with Liverpool today like this. See, the Premier League is a league where you cannot easily predict. And I must tell you, Arsenal is the only team competing for the Premier League. Man City is not yet ready. Chelsea is not yet ready. And Liverpool, I don't even know if they are going to bounce back, because the direction they are taking right now is complicated. Now, looking at the games that took place today, Arsenal won their game against Brentford 2-0. Merino scored in that game and Bukayo Saka also scored. Let me keep that game aside. I only have two games in mind: Liverpool versus Sunderland, Leeds United versus Chelsea. Let me start with the game between Liverpool and Sunderland. What went wrong for Liverpool in this game? I know, we all know, I know, and you know, Sunderland is a very difficult team to play against. Sunderland played a game against Chelsea and caused Chelsea a lot of trouble in that game. Sunderland have played games this season that nobody have expected them to see them perform the way they perform in those games. And coming into these games, into this game against Liverpool, I predicted that both teams were going to score. You can check my video. I said both teams were going to score in this game. And at the end of the day, both teams scored. Right? If you have not been watching Sunderland's games this season, you will not even know what I'm talking about, because this Sunderland team is a team that is very, very difficult to play. Take a look at the Premier League table and see where they are. Take a look at the Premier League and see where Sunderland is right now. If the season was to end at this point in time, they'll compete in European competitions. They are ahead of Liverpool, ahead of Man City on the Premier League table. Massive congratulations to them, first of all, for this 1 point against Liverpool. And my question now is, Arne Slot, why did you choose to start this game with Alexander Isak ahead of Hugo Ekitike? See, I have to be very honest with you people, right? Hugo Ekitike is 10 times better than Alexander Isak. I mean, the Hugo Ekitike of Liverpool is better than Alexander Isak of Liverpool. I don't care about their past games with their clubs before joining Liverpool, but looking at the two guys at Liverpool right now, Hugo Ekitike is miles away from Alexander Isak. And I don't know if Arne Slot started the game with him because he scored a goal against West Ham. Because I don't understand. I don't just understand. Alexander Isak was nowhere to be found in this game. Pressing, he is not up to task. Pressing as a striker is supposed to press the opponent, he is not up to task. And tracking back, he is not tracking back. Dropping at the level of the midfield to assist, he is not doing that. And take a look at Hugo Ekitike. When it comes to giving pressure to his opponents, he does it better than Alexander Isak. When it comes to tracking back and defending, he does it better than Alexander Isak. When it comes to trying to shoot, he does it better than Alexander Isak. And I don't know why Arne Slot would choose Alexander Isak over Hugo Ekitike. First of all, Federico Chiesa, thank you for that save. Thank you for that save, because Liverpool could have cried in this game. Last minute, you people are looking for a game and there is no backup defender behind. There is no backup defender behind. And Federico Chiesa was the one to come and save you people and defend. And Konate and Virgil van Dijk, please. You people are the veterans of this team. You people are the captains of this team. And you people cannot be playing like this. Take a look at that goal that Sunderland scored. A mistake. A pass misplaced from Virgil van Dijk. Meaning every day Van Dijk is making mistakes. Every day he's making mistakes. Against PSV Eindhoven in the Champions League, he made a very big mistake that cost Liverpool the game. Today against Sunderland, he made another big mistake. Are we going to continue watching Virgil van Dijk play like that for Liverpool? He needs to step up. He needs to step up. And I think Arne Slot, there is work in this team that needs to be done. Oh. Let the victory against West Ham not fool you. Let it not close your eyes. There is work that needs to be done in this team. And I think Liverpool's next game is going to be against Leeds United, which is a game must win, because if they don't win that game, it is going to be complicated. If you have been watching Premier League games, you normally know that this game against Sunderland was going to be a tough one, because Sunderland have been a better team this season than Liverpool. they have been a better team, and kudos to them. And I think this 1 point that Liverpool have gotten in this game is also important because at least the point have changed their position on the Premier League table, right? And this is their first draw so far this season. And looking at the game between Leeds United and Chelsea, that game surprised me. I'm surprised that Chelsea bowed down to Leeds United. This is the Chelsea that won FC Barcelona in the Champions League 3-0. This is the Chelsea that played a game against Arsenal last week and shared points with Arsenal with just 10 men for over 50 minutes. And against Leeds United with all their 11 players, with their coach, nobody was out, and they could not win a game against Leeds United. Chelsea Football Club. Is that you people can only play against bigger teams? Because looking at the lineup, I'm not going to tell you that Chelsea started the game with a weak lineup. I'm not going to tell you that because Tosun was there at the level of the defense alongside Chalobah, if I'm not mistaken, right? Though I really wanted to see Fofana. Fofana is defending very, very well, and he's the one that have been keeping Chelsea in recent games. So I really expected to see him in this game. When I saw the lineup without him, I still felt like, okay, Chelsea is Chelsea. They're still going to score goals because when you take a look at the recent games, they have one of the best attacks, right? And Enzo Maresca started the game with Andre Santos alongside Enzo Fernandez. Is it Fernandez? Yes. At the level of the midfield instead. I still felt like no, he was going to work there. Liam Delap was there as a starter. João Pedro was there. Jamie Gittens was there. William Estevao. All of these guys were nowhere to be found in this game. It was João Pedro who came from the bench and scored. Cole Palmer also came from the bench. Nothing. Chelsea. These are the type of games that just makes you feel like there is much work that needs to be done, because just 1 week ago, we all felt like, no, Chelsea's back. Yes, Chelsea's back to their best because they won a game against FC Barcelona. In fact, throughout the month of November, Chelsea did not suffer a single defeat. Throughout the month of November. And look at this game today against Leeds United. Nowhere to be found. Anyways, guys, I'm going to end the video here. And my question is, do you agree with me that Arsenal is the only contender for the Premier League title this season? Because I am not seeing any team competing with Arsenal. Is it Man City looking unserious? Chelsea looking unserious? Liverpool is not ready. I'm not going to bring in Newcastle or Tottenham or Aston Villa. These clubs are not ready. There is no team that is looking more serious than the Arsenal of Mikel Arteta. So, do you agree with me that Arsenal is the clear favorite to win the Premier League this season? I'm going to end the video here, and if this is the first time you are come across the channel, hit the thumb up to the video, you subscribe if you are still to subscribe, and share the video to 1 or 2 persons so we can also know their thoughts on this game between Liverpool against Sunderland that ended 1-1, and the game of Leeds United against Chelsea that ended 3-1 in favor of Leeds United. See you guys until my next video.